So the P320, I've seen it in a lot of different places. I've seen it on the news, on TV. I've seen it in person. Currently, the last two installations I've been on, both individuals that were at the gate were carrying the M17. I have seen it on the news, and I know that the soldiers currently from the South Carolina Army National Guard up in Washington, D.C. are currently carrying firearms, because that was a big deal apparently that soldiers carry guns. But they're carrying firearms, and they are carrying, for pistol, they're carrying the M17 as well. Some of them may be carrying the M4. I haven't seen that on the news yet, but that was the rumor that people were, oh my God, they're carrying guns or rifles and pistols. Well, they're soldiers, and they're doing a security mission, part of them. So that's probably what they should be doing. Anyway, so yeah, I've seen it. So what do I want to kind of highlight with that? It's still being carried. The P320 or the M17 is still actively being used by our military. So just because it's had some issues, again, my previous video we talked about this, don't jump on the beat up SIG bandwagon and don't try to sell your gun right now. Let's give it a little bit more time, see what SIG does, and if they address the problem. I did hear, again, I haven't done any research into it yet. I do plan on doing that, finding out more about what actually happened to that airman that was killed. I hear that there was an arrest made in that case. Don't have any other details other than that, but it doesn't make any sense. I was talking to a friend of mine the other night, and it doesn't make any sense why a pistol would go off and kill the person that was carrying it. Again, if you go to the whole, because the person put it on the table. Well, did you put it on the table when it was loaded and you pointed it at yourself? That's a little strange. So I have some questions that I hope an investigation will uncover, and I hope we get that information. One of the biggest things that I hate about the military and the government in particular is they're not very transparent with anything. So if something comes out, they need to be a bit more transparent about it, and we should be notified, because again, knowledge is power, and if there is a problem with a tool, that needs to be fixed. If there's a problem with training, or a lack of training, or a lack of personal responsibility and accountability, that needs to be fixed. If there's a little bit of both, that needs to be fixed. And one of the reasons why I bring that up specifically is because I saw this picture and I thought, wow, the Air Force is allowing this. Now, I don't know anything about this airman. I don't know anything about this individual. I don't know where this picture was taken, other than it looks like it's probably on post somewhere on a base, probably at the front gate. That's a problem, right? That's a lack of professionalism and a lack of discipline.